man, happy Monday. After the holiday weekend, long break I took, I'm over here in Sandusky, Ohio at this dealership picking up this trailer, brand new 28-foot dump, 3-axle here. It's pretty nice. Going to Huntsville, Alabama, fresh. So should be a decent little trip. There's 5 of them, but I'm only getting one because that's all I can get. The gentleman broker wanted me to see if I could get more. Smack these tires, that lift axle I don't need to smack, it goes up by itself. So yeah, these are all good, brand new BFs. So it should be a decent trip. I'll probably stop before I get down to Nashville, because by the time I get down there, unless it's later at night, it's going to be a pain in the ass to go through. So this don't look too bad. Rolling down the road with that little thing. So yeah, doing some asphalt work. Not really, since it's empty and brand new, but that's trucking, right? On the show, on the Chad Teagan YouTube channel show. The bridge crossover to Kentucky, and I caught it. So I did catch some traffic back before Dayton. There was some construction in the middle median. They were doing some shit, so I hit that, and then of course, but I'm in the lane I want to be in because everybody's cutting over up there, so I'm in this lane, which I maneuvered myself over here. This is 12-minute traffic. Yeah, I know, lady. How it's going to be once I get across the bridge is probably going to be about the same, so we'll see what happens here. I knew I was going to hit it. I should have jumped off on 275 and just went and took the loop. I'm sure I would have done a little bit better versus this crap, but that's trucking. Of course, I didn't see the stuff come up until after I was driving by the exit for 275, so honestly, I don't even know how many miles out of route that would be, but I just know I could jump on over there once and avoid all this crap. I mean, it'll be fine once I get on that bridge. Everything will be okay. The only problem is we got traffic coming up over here, getting on right here from this last exit, and then you got people trying to cut in. So good times. Good times, thanks to trucking. Hey, Louisville probably won't be too bad. If I'm lucky, by the time I get down to Nashville, which I will have to stop for a splash. There's some places south of Louisville that look pretty good, promising. There's a place that's all the stuff down here is like between 360 and 340. So I mean, 340 ain't too bad. There's a spot on 71 I can get at the Pilot, so I may hit that up. Because that'll be less clusterfuck than the small Pilot down here that has it for 335 for 5 cents in convenience. I'll take it. Because this place is so small, you could sit in there for an hour waiting to get into one of these pumps, and then to get out, you got to go around the block, and it's a complete mess. And the 1.9 that's down here, whatever it's called, that's 1.9. It's like 360 something. So even with my relay app, that's still more expensive. If I didn't have the relay app, that'd probably be the cheapest place. I haven't even checked the mud flap app. I just did when I was up north, and it was more up north than what it was down here. So I figure I'll just wait. I got plenty of fuel to get me down to where I need to go. So that's the last exit. So we should be getting on here.
Use the right 2 lanes to keep right onto I-75 South toward
Yeah,
Boulevard.
heard you the first time. So we're just creeping and crawling. And then who knows how it's going to be across once I get across the bridge. I want to get over, but come on, what the fuck you waiting on? It's hot. It was hot out today, man. Stopping in traffic, no air movement whatsoever. Thick,
In about 20 miles,
barely any wind.
on the right onto I-71 South toward Boulevard.
I know, lady. I should let, next time somebody calls me, just let that go. That way I'll go doing, doing. I know where I'm going. Besides, when I get to where I'm going, that's the only thing I need to know is I need to get off when I'm going where I need to go when I get to where I'm going. But I'll figure that out in the morning, because I guarantee I'll stop somewhere tonight. I'm gonna need a shower because I'm sticky and sweaty and kind of gross. So, but hey, that's trucking. It'll be over there. I'm just gonna take the liberty and get over now. Nice flow. To run the inside lane when I'm going across this bridge, but I need to get over so fast because that ends there. This bullshit's right here, but there is an extra lane up here when it goes, and then 2 more lanes come in. Together, folks. At least a handful. At least a handful, I would say. I'm surprised this bridge don't go down, man, with all this traffic like this. Coming from the other side's probably the same way. It's fucking nothing but clogged up here. It's probably one of the smartest bridges I know of, though, because traffic goes under, the traffic goes on top. One way in and one way out. 6. Boy, there was somebody coming earlier. I was getting on 6 right outside of Fremont by Hines, and there was a night truck, and he was smoking. I smelled something when I was coming off 6, getting on to 6, 53 and whatever, 20, I don't know, whatever goes around Fremont and stuff, the 4 lane that goes through there. And I smelled something, and I'm like, man, what is that? So then I get off on 6. This guy's going to Hines, and his trailer just smoking right by his drives. And I'm like, dude, I got over to CB and hollered at him. So he stops right at the red light, and it turned green, and he gets out and looks at it. Then he climbs back in his truck, does something. He gets back out, opens his side box, and I'm pretty sure he was grabbing for his fire extinguisher because he was smoking pretty good and it stunk real bad. So I just thought, I don't know why you don't pull that thing off. The light just turned green. He should have pulled off and pulled over to the side because there was big enough median on the side that he could shoulder. He could have pulled off on the shoulder, no problem, and it would have been perfectly fine, but he didn't. So I don't know, man. I just thought, whatever, not my problem, not my business, not my problem. Boy, this is about fun. I'm almost half tempted to jump over. I'm gonna start taking lanes here pretty soon.
This is interesting or not.
machine shop trailer. An old International here. We're gonna do a walk around real quick, folks. Me and that beautiful lady, all decked out with stars and stripes. Old diamond rail here. Private coach. Probably living quarters or something in there, the way that thing is. Soul Road Trucking. Auto Parts Swanton, Ohio. It's a nice truck. I believe that may have been sitting out back behind their shop, and then they redid that. I need to get something like that little thing made for my truck from Rob at SH Tube. We got Joseph Teal's truck here, Purple People Eater. There's no information on these. I'm just saying what I know and what I don't know. So
yeah, we did. The guy that brought him out on that scrapyard out there worked for him. That sounds right.
Our setup right here, we got the little tent back, that way we don't get too burned or nothing like that. Got the doors open, enough room here. This guy right here, I don't know if he uses this for pulling or what he does with this. He's got a big Detroit in it, everybody's gawking over and stuff. This is cool. Old Mac. Single axle, 62 H67 model, Max 673 CDI, 9-speed. It's got all the information. Got old Don over here hanging out. Let's go, Brandon. Bunch of KWs. Must be a thing. Bowling Green, Jim Palmer's excavating. She looks bored, but we're not going to talk about that. Some more KWs. Leatherman and Sons, Liberty Center. Old Ford, old white Freightliner. Nice looking silver on there. I think Frank might get a silver paint job like this with some stripes. I like the way that silver glistens and gleams. Omaha Standard. Big bunk here. Still got his fenders on. I took those off of Frank when I did them because I didn't want them on. Looks like he could use some help up there with his Aerodyne glass. Sure there's a leak there, but here nor there. Never seen that. If that's the battery box, it's a little bit different. Ohio truck. 2000
Yeah.
007.
I got 6 grand in mine.
Pretty cool. And then look, this guy's all cleaned up over here. He's over here talking, but it's the first time I've ever seen this truck, so we're gonna do maybe a little interview with him when he's free. A big old Fridge King up there, 1968 W925, super clean. Sharp paint and everything. Crooked KW, class of 68, not for hire. I'll have to ask him if the air conditioning works. I'll wait until he's done talking like that, how he's got the original antenna still on there. Hard to find that stuff. I wouldn't mind throwing one up on the blue truck just to have it because of the gaskets and stuff like that, but finding something like that is probably needle in a haystack, if you will. So
Yeah. Most guys are all straight trucks, daylight hours. They think a hell of a fucking day compared to what you were doing before. But I'm thinking, you know, a lot of fuel haulers, and I think I feel like you can think of hauling the gas people, you know. That's a lot of responsibility. I don't want that. We had a guy at Estes, line haul guy. He was had me in seniority, and he quit to go haul fuel, you know. And we thought, what is he?
all right, I'm here with Brian. He's the owner of this truck. Let's talk about the truck a little bit. How long have you owned it?
About 3 years now.
Was it like this when you got it, or did you paint it? Because I was getting a scope on some of the pictures there.
No, I had it repainted last year. It truck looked nothing like this when I bought it. It was just a ruffled farm truck. Matter of fact, I think I dug 3 dead mice out of it when I pulled the interior out of it, and it smelled
horrendous.
Oh god, it was bad because I drove it from out west back home.
Wow.
And yeah, you could definitely tell it was a farm truck.
Now, does the air conditioner still work?
No.
Okay.
It's all there, especially after the heat 2 weeks ago. I'd like to get it working.
You think it just needs some Freon or what?
That's what I'm guessing, but you know, who knows how many leaks are in it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, as small as that is, you could probably take it somewhere. The only problem is they'd have to climb all over your stuff, and you know what I mean? You know how guys are when they're climbing all over stuff. Nobody's ever as careful with your stuff as what you would be.
Right.
So if you could get some kind of vacuum system and just hook it up to suck it down. So you had them do the frame and everything then?
Yeah, they sandblasted the frame. They did not sandblast under the cab.
Okay.
But you know, by the front wheel, they sandblasted there, and then of course into the back.
Nice. I mean, it's a really complete truck because of everything that's on here. Like the antenna, I was just talking about that. A lot of times those are gone. Mm-hmm. The radio antenna on the other side, you can't find those. I'd love to find one for the blue truck, but that's like finding a needle in the haystack. So, and now, have you done anything to the interior besides clean it out?
Just put the 2 air ride seats in and then spruced it up.
Right on.
Yeah, I took the headliner down and cleaned it, and used some of that SEM paint to put another layer of paint on. But
nice.
That's the original cardboard headliner.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like it's held up. You said this truck was from out west?
Yeah, Marysville, California.
This only came with one sun visor on the driver's side. That's it, huh?
Yep, that was it.
Wow.
And the wigwag still works. It's on its way down because the air pressure is starting to bleed off.
Nice. All the gauges and stuff still work in there?
Most of them do. The engine oil and the transmission temperature does not work.
No. Honestly, the temperature gauge doesn't work, and the engine oil does. You got the coolant?
Oh yeah, the water temperature works.
Yeah, that's usually what everything else runs around. That's what I've noticed with my truck, because my oil doesn't seem to want to, you know what I mean? Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Like the transmission doesn't work, but I mean, most of the time, if the oil and the water are pretty much similar, just from what's flowing through the radiator and stuff. Yeah, it's a cool truck though.
Thank you.
What's it got in it for an engine? It sounded good when it was coming in.
335 Cummins.
Okay.
And that's the original engine that Kenworth put in this truck.
And those are straight 5s?
Yep.
Nice.
Gotta keep it period correct.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And I did put a whole set turbo on it, so it does have
that nice whistle.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, we're gonna get back to chatting. Hopefully you guys like his truck, and check him out on Facebook if you don't. He don't do YouTube or anything like that, but he takes this thing all over the place and goes to shows all the time. So well, we're back to house, folks. Sorry we didn't get any more of that show. We left probably about an hour after they did the drawings. I didn't win a trophy, but I did win a Sweet Igloo cooler picture and some alcohol. It was $20 for $10 raffle tickets, and luckily my number got drawn. So we got some Black Velvet Apple, some Jack Daniel's Tennessee Apple. We got some Peach Crown. We've got some Regal, I think is what this is. Regal Apple. I've never had this before. We got 2 cups. We got a couple koozies. We got a skinny can koozie, regular can koozie, and a shitload of stickers. And the cooler's in the back because I don't necessarily know when I'll bust it out, but we don't have any coolers like this. It's a bigger one. Yeah. It's got these nice handles on it right here to tie her down. It's got a measuring, so if you're out fishing, you could tell how scale and stuff. Bam. So that was cool. That was well worth more than a trophy, but that's trucking, man. Bam, 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 bam. So yeah, we're just back to the house. Little dog, Saturday, 5 o'clock almost. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and we were just out checking out the garden and stuff like that. And there's some peach trees.
I did those blackberries.
There's some peach trees back back behind the one barn where I got the lawnmower out, and we got some. I get all the peaches at the end of the year off the ground, and I make my own peach stuff. Peach moonshine, because I mix Everclear in it. You want to drink it out of a glass or straight out the cup?
You put it like over ice? Sip it? Or?
I don't ever put it over ice and sip it. I just drink it room temperature straight. Some people will refrigerate it. Now this stuff sits probably for at least 6 months, because I don't start drinking it until about Christmas. It's delightful too, because I use what do I use? I use here you go. Here's a little nipple of what it looks like. That's right. That's what's up. That's what usually the last one I'll drink. 1980 small batch. Get you some of that. Usually wait until around Thanksgiving, Christmas time to start drinking it. Always give one to the kids for Christmas and stuff like that. That's usually their Christmas gift from me, is some homemade peach moonshine. Well, just coming into Louisville here. Get out of here, Phil. I was shocked I didn't get on 265 south and run it down. That's picture right out down by the airport. That must have been more backed up than going this way. Or she would have had me go that way. Nashville. We're going towards Nashville. It's 6 o'clock here. I don't know if they're an hour behind or not. I can't remember where the time zones change and whatnot. So, yeah, man. Bridge structures. Kim took a picture. That's what I told her. I said, it's my mustache. Funny. Good time. Yeah, I was shocked. I'm shocked this ain't backed up, but I must have missed your rush hour there, which is good. And over to the right, the Louisville Convention Center. Oh, looks like they're getting ready to have a fair or something there. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just their stuff from their theme park over there. No, that place is empty. Empty. Well, I guess I'll come back when I hit Louisville, or if something happens exciting. Probably not, but boring day, trucking, which ain't bad. I'm not complaining, I really shouldn't be. It's starting to cool off a little bit. Man, sitting at that pump, boy, I was filling out my paperwork and stuff. Woo! It's fucking starting to leak here. Starting to sweat a little bit there. You know what I'm saying? Right lane must exit. Well, just pulling up into Nashville here. So far, so good. You know, hello, old friend. We've seen this stadium before.
Merge onto I-40 West toward Huntsville.
Yeah, I'm just cruising through. I think the last time I come through for some odd reason was running south. I don't remember what I was doing. All I remember, it was dark, and it was a freaking cluster, but it was probably like 5 or 6 in the afternoon, but it was in the winter time, so it got dark early, and that's why I was thinking, you know, I want to get through here by a certain time or something, but honestly, it really don't matter right now. It's 7:40, so it shouldn't be too bad. It's just, you know, who knows where people are going, coming from, whatever they're doing. It's kind of busy, but at the same time, it's not too bad, so fuck it. Hello, she was cute. She had nice curly hair.
Stay in the second lane for right.
Okay. Good Tuesday morning. Just got out the shower. I'm over here at the Tennessean travel shop, and super nice place. A little truck out front, fire truck, a little pickup truck, barbecue place inside, ice cream parlor. There is they got beer, which is nice. Had me a couple Buc-ee's last night when I got in. Got in after 9. It's about 9:25 when I finally parked and walked inside and shut the truck down and stuff after I sat here for a minute and filled up my logs. You know, the restaurant closes at 9, but they did have some old barbecue sandwiches that they'd put up in the front. Oh, they did have some barbecue sandwiches up in the front that you get. The GoPro battery is low, so it died on me, so I threw it on a charger real quick so I figured I could shoot you real fast while I was trying to charge this. But yeah, it's a nice little place. Showers were only 11 bucks or 13 bucks, so I grabbed a coffee and took a shower this morning because boy was that hot. It's supposed to be 80 by 8 o'clock. So as soon as I get off here, I'm firing this truck up, filling out my log, and I got a boogie. I got 45 minutes to go deliver this trailer. Then I'm going to try to find a load headed back north because it's super hot. I don't want to be sitting out at a truck stop this hot since I don't have AC, and I've got a shitload. I probably got like 30 hours left on Frank to sand and stuff before I can even start throwing primer and paint on that thing. So less is more, and I need to spend less time out on the road and more time at home to be able to do that. But at the same time, I need to make money. So I'll catch up with you when I figure out what I'm doing next, where I'm going, and we'll be on our adventure. Well, I'm currently hauling ass. I'm on 565 right now, bobtailing over to 65. Then I'm going to run over to Decatur from Huntsville, 25 miles away. I'm going to pick up a tool trailer, or an office trailer, tool trailer. Guy couldn't figure it out on the phone, but he was a long-winded bastard. One of these reps from Landstar, dude. He's like, oh, you've never worked with us before. I'm like, yeah, I just worked with a guy about a month ago. Oh, no, you've never worked for us. You're not even in the system. Why don't you put the right numbers in, pal, before you start running your mouth and bumping your gums, right? So then the guy's sitting here telling me it's a good ass rate because it's like super hot. These people need it like yesterday. So, which is good for me. I'm going to take advantage of that situation. This guy's like, oh, well, I need it there as soon as possible. When can you get there? I said, I don't know, dude. I'm talking to you on the phone. I need to put it in my GPS before anything, but I don't have the addresses, so I necessarily can't. And this dude's like sitting there talking. I just told him, I said, the sooner you stop talking and send me the stuff, the sooner I can get that trailer and get it, because he's trying to tell me like, oh, well, we're going to pay you $900 for the line haul and then $300 bonus. It's 300 and like 84 miles, so that's the rate I'm getting, the full numbers if you add them up. He's trying to tell me that he had that on the load board for 12. And he's trying to tell me we're going to pay you $900 and $300 per bonus. That's how I'm going to set it up. I'm like, no, dude. You got it for $1,200 on the load board, you're going to pay me $1,200 regardless. Well, we just don't want you lollygagging. I said, you know the fuck I am, dude. I don't lollygag. The only person lollygagging is you because you're wasting my time here. Like, the dude, okay, I'll send you the Raycon, blah, blah, blah. Sends me a Raycon, just says $1,200. Oh, I'm on the phone with a guy. He called me like 3 times. So I was like, oh, that's not right. It needs to have the bonus in there, blah, blah, blah. I'll send you another one. He sends me the same exact paper. So I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm signing it and sending it and going. So I'm going to go there. I don't know if there's any BOLs or anything like that, so I'll probably do a handwritten one, which I've got some in my thing. It's fine, you know what I mean? And then I'm boogieing, dude, because I don't have time for this. I want to get there. I'm going to Mississippi. I'm sure it's going to be hot as fuck there, just like it is here. So it's not something I'm necessarily trying to deal with, because I just told him, I said, dude, I don't know where this truck stop's at, but I'm going to bobtail when I drop this trailer this afternoon, because it's basically a 24-hour drop, but it's 5.5 hours and some change or something like that from Decatur to where I'm going in Mississippi to drop it. And then I'm going to bobtail wherever I need to go to a pilot. That way I can take as many showers as I need to and get comfortable for the night. And then I'll start looking for something, heading back north. This guy dropped the trailer off this morning. He's already asking me, did you find something north? Did you find something north? You did a great job, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, dude. And I told him the other day when I talked to him on Wednesday, he called me up and told me to try to find something early coming back north. I said, dude, that's hit or miss. Like, half the time that doesn't happen. You got to be super lucky to find something going down and coming back the exact same way. Other than that, usually it's not happening unless you got something set up like weeks in advance or something. Because, I mean, normally I could get something at this good of a rate for 25 miles bobtail. That's a score. The only thing I may need to do is probably grab a splash to make it all the way, and then other than that, I'm gone. So I'll catch back up with you. Maybe after I drop this, I don't know. May not shoot any of this stuff. It's just what it is. It's going to Georgia Pacific. I believe that's a railroad. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I never mind if you do. I'll take claim when I'm wrong. I'm kind of a dumbass. It's just what it is, and that's trucking. Well, I dropped that load at Georgia Pacific, and I didn't realize that was I don't know what it is. There was a bunch of log trucks going in there, and chipper trailers with chipped wood going in there. And then there was a bunch of different silos and, you know, tracks for different piles of wood chips and stuff. So I'm not sure what was going on, but I pulled in there. I called the guy, the broker. I got the number for the guy that was supposed to be for the drop. He wasn't there, but he told me just go in, talk to the people, and tell them what I was doing, go drop the trailer and leave. And there was I couldn't get any photos or video because there was a sign on the sign-on sheet, or a section that said no photos or videos, blah blah blah. But really it wasn't much, so I just figured, piss on it, I'm just gonna drop this thing and go. And I'm sitting up in Jackson, Mississippi right now at the Flying J, because the pilot was closer, but the Flying J had 15 showers versus the 5 that the pilot had. So I figured I'll come to the Flying J, that way I can take as many showers as I want to. Since I had 6, now I've got 5 because I took one already when I got here. But oddly enough, this county doesn't sell singles of beer, so they only have 6-packs or better in here. So I had to get a 6-pack of ice cold long neck beers, the Buc-ee's, my brand. So I've got some bottle caps sitting up there, and yeah, I'm off duty, so it's okay, I can do this. And I DoorDashed some food. There's a Mr. Beast about a mile and 2 mile, well, I don't know, 1.2 away, that I'm getting some burgers delivered here in a little bit. I'm getting a Mr. Beast and a I think it was somebody else's name, Carl's maybe. It's like a patty melt and some fries, so that should be good when I get it. And then I'm going to turn the fans on and climb back in that bunk and pass out, because I've been busting my ass the last couple of days. I grossed $2,700 in the last 2 days, so after fuel I'll probably be up about $1,900, fuel and factoring. So, and I didn't plan on coming back down this way at all. I was going to try to get a load and head back north, because I'd rather be headed north to where I can still continue to work on Frank and maybe spend the weekend at the house doing that and hanging out with my wife, you know what I mean, instead of being out on the road and little semi with no air conditioning when it's super hot in July. But I couldn't turn down the money for this load. It was a Landstar load, so I took it. And tomorrow I'll try to find something, head north. I've got my stuff set on 200 miles. Less is more when it goes to bobtailing to pick up load, but I guess if I got to open that thing up to 300 to get out of here, I will. I just don't want to, because 300 miles, it's like 6 hours to bobtail. 500 miles, or 5 hours, sorry, 500. I've had 2 Buc-ee's now. I'm waiting on my food, so once that gets here I'll level out a little bit. But that's trucking. It's super hot down here. It's humid. It's not the fact that it's hot, it's just humid. The humidity is insane down here, but that's trucking. So doing what I can do, and making some money so I can get back home and take care of some business, if you know what I mean. So that's what's going on right now. Just sitting here waiting on my Mr. Beast burgers. It should be good. I'll let you know the next time I come back, probably tomorrow when I find a load. Probably won't grab the camera anymore, but it's what it is tonight. I'm just gonna relax and enjoy my beers and eat my food when it comes. So cheers to you. Cheers to you, boys. Cheers to you. That one's gone. go. That's pretty cool. Bass Pro Shops over there. Ducks Unlimited. Rolling through Memphis right now. We're around it. Downtown Memphis. On 40. Headed over to 255 to 55. I gotta go to Paragould, Arkansas, pick up a trailer, then it's headed to Sturgis, Michigan. It's a 48-foot walking tour, so it should be a good time. Oh yeah, man, riverboat gambling on Casino. Hey, look at that, Mississippi River. Woo! Damn, she's in a hurry. Go girl, go girl. Arkansas. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Honey and me. Woo! You're doing it. Hey, I'll be home for the weekend. That's what matters. Oh, made her over here. 65714. I think it's a black trailer. She sent me a picture earlier. I believe so. Maybe it's a silver one. I don't know. All I know is I'm looking backwards each time to find this thing. 65714. Oh, there it is. 65714. Yeah, it's black, man. Frank would be cool if I was, you know what I mean? Not yet. Not yet one of these days, though. Yeah, man. Sign bill lighting, bring me two. Alrighty, one to go. I think he said bring me two. Yeah, something like that. Alright. Easy does it. I wonder if my freaking my thing's open. I'm probably back on the wrong one. I'm gonna go back here and look. Three axle, two axle. It's that one right there, I believe. They don't figure it out, huh? What's up? I'm in Effingham, Illinois. That's where I made it to after I picked this trailer up. Oh, I got splattered here. I got crushed with bugs. I'm about out of time anyways. I'm getting ready close to my 11, so let's get out and do a walk around really quick because the lights on this thing are banging, and I bet this thing looked cool as fuck if anybody caught me rolling up 57. You mean, I slid in here. I was gonna park down there, but some guy was trying to back in and he couldn't get it, and two people were trying to help him. Finally got in down there, but man, yeah, look at all them chicken lights. What? The blue lights ain't on because that bad boy's taking a dump. Oh, he's spun all around. No wonder why I couldn't see it. Oh, that's broke too, so that's cool. These roads are horrible. Like beating the hell out of this truck. Big old apple. Gaper. We got a gaper. Yeah, this thing's looking mean rolling down the road. This is one of them turning axles, so every time you hit a bump, this thing slides around. I've already moved it 2 or 3 times and pushed it straight. Let's see if I can lean up against this guy's trailer and shove it over real quick. Nope. Have to do it by hand. Put the whole body into it too. Oh man, this thing's lit up. Lit up. Nice and shiny. Disco liney. So yeah, it's a pretty badass unit. Besides this fucking pissing me off, but that's trucking, huh? Yeah, I'm like, what's crazy is this thing is it gets lower, so you can catch shit and stuff. I've already shoved it over twice. First time I pulled out, it whipped over when I hit a railroad tracks. And I was like, what the hell? I'm just letting the turbo cool down right now. That's why I'm letting the truck idle still. When I talk to you, I'm getting ready to fill out my paperwork real quick and text my wife and let her know that I'm parked for the night. Go in there and get me a Buc-ee's, if you know what I mean. Well, for some odd reason, I woke up this morning, moved the truck, and the radio didn't want to work. I shut it off, went inside, used the restroom, come back out, had smoke, drank some coffee, went, took a shower, come back out, and it still didn't want to work. So looks like it's just me and the old Humming Cummins today. But I'm only like 2 hours away from the house. Like, I think it's 89 miles, not taking the turnpike to get to the house once I drop. So I'll probably just fucking go home, to be honest with you. When I was headed over to Arkansas to help James Pretty get Marla off the side of a mountain, I stopped into this place over here, and they got like the world's largest shoe, the world's largest rocking chair, all that fun stuff. I mean, I'm not stopping there today. I'm not going to stop until I get up to Brazil. I'm going to grab another splash just to get me where I need to go. I thought they had some stuff. They got a bunch of attraction signs. I thought they had some shit over by the road that you could see, but apparently not. Yeah, these trailers got a lot of drag. I would have thrown the tarp over, but they got it zip tied and they got on the bills that you can't put it on, so that's what it is. Oh yeah, he must be on his phone or fucking around. He's swerving all over the place. It's fucking grimy, guy. Well, maybe he's just tired. Come on, Habib. Get your truck under control. What are you doing? Maybe he's tired. I don't know. Looks like he could use some sunglasses. I'm nuts. So I'm running. It had me running up 57 to the turnpike, but I'm not. I'm running 70 over to 301, then running that up to 20, and then bouncing over and jumping up on 90, and that's how I'll get the Sturgis. Because it was only 11 miles longer, and it's about a lot cheaper because the toll road in Indiana sucks and it's expensive. So I'll pass. Not to mention, I'm not really trying to go up through Chicago and get stuck in traffic. So I will take my chances with the Indy, if you know what I mean. I'm fine with doing that. But other than that, truck's running good. It's just dragging. It barely goes over 70. I got to 72 maybe once or twice yesterday. But I just don't want to go, man. This drag is something else. These that lift axle, I don't really care for it because the way it's turning and stuff, and I just grabbed it and pulled it out yesterday. I couldn't get it to go with my foot, but I grabbed the other side and it moved over fine last night. And as soon as you turn or hit a bump, it's shifting all over. So that's what it is. I don't know if there's a way to lock them in or not. If there is, it'd be nice. But since it's a brand new unit, I'm not really touching anything. I'm just doing it. So just being the road noise today, boys. Just trucking. Oh, look at that thing. They usually got some stuff over here. That guy got no ass end on it. Tried to buy a gray Peterbilt from them one time. Dude sold it. Never said anything to me about it. knew I wanted it too, but anyways, I'm on my way to the house. Dropped that trailer. It was nice. I pull in a driveway and somebody's standing out. This gentleman standing outside of his truck, and he just circles me around, a big old smile on his face. And as soon as I parked the truck and opened the door, he's like, man, come and shook my hand. He said, love watching your channel. I'm a big fan, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's awesome, dude. So I'm like, are you, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he says, no, he's inside, the owner. I tried to call him earlier today and he sent me the voicemail and never returned my call. But he knew I was coming because the company that I had picked it up over at Peerless in Paragon, they took a picture of me when I was leaving and sent it to him. It was like, your trailer's on its way. And so he knew I was coming, so I believe the gentleman knew, but it was still cool to see somebody. It's like, I watch all your stuff, and be able to meet me like in that situation, because he was a driver for that gentleman. And man, they have some units out there, boy, I'm telling you what. Yeah, nice old Kenworth. I said, dude, you clean that thing up and take one of them trailers to a show. Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, nah, you didn't want to. So I was like, that's cool, man. I understand completely, you know what I mean? Because you know how I am about going to shows. I like to go to shows. And I hate the fact that people want to climb over your shit and touch it and open your doors without permission and, you know, just that kind of thing. And if you're not a people person, then you don't want to deal with that kind of stuff. I'm a people person, but at the same time, I can be kind of rude too. I guess it's just about respect, so you know how that goes. But yeah, I'm on my way to the house. I looked for some stuff. I seen a couple potential things, but I thought, you know what, I need to do my IFTA. I'll maybe find something tomorrow for Monday and chug from then, you know. Other than that, I'm on my way to the house, and that's going to wrap up this week's adventures. So I already got paid for this load too. Well, my factoring lady, I sent that bill in, my bills and stuff like that in it. That was probably $3.15, because I got there around 2:45. I dropped the trailer around 3. We stood out there for probably 15-20 minutes BSing, you know, just shooting the shit, joke around and stuff. And then sent the stuff to the factoring company and broker, and about 4 o'clock she come back and said, hey, I was able to process your load, have a great day. And I'm like, awesome. So my money will be in the bank tomorrow, so I'm on my way. Maybe I'll have a 3-day weekend. I doubt it, because I need to service this truck, and I'd like to maybe sand the doors on Frank. Wow, I don't know what that is, but it's super fucking bright. Jesus fucking criminy, what is that? Blinding, oh my God. The UPS truck was just straight blinding me and the man in front of me. Good Lord. Wow, did you see that? Holy smokes. But, yeah, I want to sand the doors around Frank, and I don't want to be gone like for 2 weeks at a time and not come home and do stuff to that truck, because I do have a time frame I'd like to have that done by, and I know I'm going to need to take my time, and I've got a lot more stuff to do to that, so that's what it is. But yeah, hopefully like, share, subscribe, comment. You know what we say, we don't really care. It's your opinion. You're allowed to say what you want to, but if you say something